What a beautiful day here at the Lassiter's playing field as we get set for the toss for match number 3 in Season 4 of the Dream 11 Spice T10 tournament. Ryan John, Daryl Cyrus, last year they were both players of the Saffron Strikers, but this year they are captains of these two competing teams, Cinnamon Pacers and the Saffron Strikers, in match number 3. With them we have the match referee, Mr. Carl Felix, who is going to officiate the toss. So Mr. Match Referee, it's over to you.
Ryan, you're home captain, you spin, this is head.
So Ryan will toss. The call is for a head and it is a tail. So Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John. First of all, Ryan, what will be the decision of these Cinnamon Pacers?
We'll have a bowl first.
Yesterday things seemed to have worked out for you well in your first match. Quite a lot of positives to take out of it, also with the victory. And bowling first, what do you think would be a good total you'd want to have to chase later on?
Yes, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's cricket. We come in here to basically get them under 100. Nevertheless, if that doesn't happen, whatever score that they put on the board, we definitely have to chase that.
Your boys would have done well collectively as a unit yesterday. Any changes in the squad match, today's squad?
No, we're going with the same 11 today.
All right, well, Ryan, we wish you guys all the best for this encounter and look forward to seeing some good cricket today.
Thank you very much.
Coming up against Ryan John, he would have been an important member for the Saffron Strikers for the third year now. Coming up against him and the Cinnamon Pacers certainly would be a big one for the Saffron Strikers.
Yeah, definitely. After coming off our loss, I think that it's a good day to put some points on the board.
Batting first on this track, you'd have seen how we did have played yesterday. Should not be any different today. What do you think would be a good score you guys would be comfortable defending in the back end?
I think anything above 100 is something that we could defend once we bowl better today.
All right, and as you said, you'd have been on the wrong end of the result yesterday. Any changes to your playing 11 for this match?
Yeah, there's one change. Shabanwell out and Jimmy Body in.
All right, well, Daryl, all the best to you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing some good cricket here in match number 3.
All right, thanks.
So that was the captains with their thoughts at the toss. Just to remind you, at the toss, it was won by the Cinnamon Pacers, and they've asked the Saffron Strikers to have first go at it today.
And welcome again to the Lassiter's playing field in St. David, Grenada, one of the more beautiful parishes, especially the folks in St. David would tell you that. The man to my right, Mr. Raphael Crony, he's a son of the soil. This is his hometown village, and he will tell you that there's no better parish in Grenada than St. David. We're here for match day number 2 of the Spice Isle Dream 11 T10 tournament, and thanks a lot to all our viewers for being here. And my name is Jason Skeet. With me is Raphael Crony. Crony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jason. Once again, another beautiful day here at the picturesque Lassiter's grounds.
Yeah, well, we had 2 matches yesterday at the start of the tournament. The Cinnamon Pacers and the Ginger Generals going at it in match number 1. And then, of course, the Clove Challengers and the Saffron Strikers in match number 2. This afternoon, our first encounter between the Saffron Strikers and the Cinnamon Pacers. So the Saffron Strikers and the Cinnamon Pacers, of course, the Cinnamon Pacers, they won yesterday, but the Saffron Strikers, after going down yesterday, would look to bounce back today. So that's an interesting one it's going to be. Raphael?
Yeah, they certainly don't want to turn the tide, having ended up on the losing end yesterday on what was a pretty competitive game. Would look to turn it around today.
All right, well, we're getting ready for the first ball, and opening the bowling, of course, the Saffron Strikers at the wicket. Electing to field is the Cinnamon Pacers, who would have won the toss, and the first runs of the tournament the first runs of the day's play comes up with a boundary. Very good strike. Raishon Williams is on target this morning with the bat.
Yes, superb shot. Shot of a length from Lewis, opening the ball and tap from commentary end here, and he was on top of it and stroked it beautifully past that cover fielder, and it rushes down to the boundary before.
Raishon Williams, he had a really good day yesterday. As a matter of fact, he was among the names called yesterday, Raishon Williams. He's from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I think it is. Those ones rushing on to him, and a lot faster delivery here now. Shamron Lewis coming in with a lot of pace in this one, Crony.
Yeah, we have seen already he's getting a great deal of bounce. That ball lifting just over wayside, and had Williams in a little difficulty as he was looking again to get behind it and push it out on the offside. But we have seen some good movements by Lewis at the ball coming in from outside the half turn into the right-handed batter.
Well, he's a quickie. He can come in very quickly, Shamron Lewis. He has the ability to generate some pace. This time he's outside the off stump, trying to lure the batsman into a wayward stroke. He did play the wayward stroke, just managed to not make any contact with it at all. So let's see how that will play out for him. But very interesting lineup here, because they've made some last-minute changes. These two teams, especially the Cinnamon Pacers. Cinnamon Pacers and the Saffron Strikers. Saffron Strikers making a last-minute adjustment. We'll get to that in just a little bit. This time he's drifting down the leg side. He's going to be penalized. Well, it's a no ball. Overstepping. Maybe trying to just generate a little too much pace there, Rafael Cronin. But yeah, we were speaking about the teams, and interesting because Shaban Noel, a staple in this Saffron Strikers, should have been playing. He was listed to play, but then at the very last moment, not been included in the 11. He was removed last minute, so to speak. But a very competitive team here. Jamie Buddy is in. He was listed as one not playing, but he has been replaced. He's replaced Shaban Noel. Noel went for some stick yesterday. This time it's a short delivery, and he slaps it with disdain, and that has gone the distance. That was a brutal, disrespectful stroke from Ryshawn Williams. Got into position quickly and gave the bowler the full treatment. So the score moves on to 11 without loss. Ryshawn Williams, he has raced to 10 already. All 10 runs coming off his bat. The only extra run, the no ball. Shamron Lewis would want to settle. This one rushes on to Williams. Negotiates it very well. Just a gentle roll onto the onside. Just the single coming off of it. So 12 without loss, and that brings Anil Matthew into face. It's a no ball. It was a no ball, so the umpire signaled a no ball. So again, he has to settle. 13 without loss. Two no balls already in this over, Cronin.
Yeah, not the best start from Lewis. He's pretty short in length, and having bowled 2 extras, he certainly want to do better than that. This is
a free hit. And he cashed in on it. They go for 1, come back for 2, comfortable in the end. 15 without loss. Still have one more delivery remaining in this over.
Yeah, pretty long over with 2 extras being bowled. Good start by Saffron Strikers. We have already seen 2 beautiful shots, an off drive and short delivery again, hit over the mid-wicket fence for 6.
He's gone with him again. He's gone the distance. He loves that square leg, that mid-wicket region. He's gone with him 6 more.
Yeah, and another bad delivery, short delivery, and Williams was really quickly into position and hit it over mid-wicket for another 6. So quite a good start by the Saffron Strikers. 2 sixes and a 4 in that particular over. First over, at the end of the first over, 21 without loss, and really is a positive start.
So we're starting the second over. 21 runs on the board already. Decent start for the Saffron Strikers.
Yeah, I think, Jason, Lewis was just a bit short in that over. Obviously looking for pace, and it's a wicket that seemed to have some life, but just being a bit short. He needed to just bring the ball up a bit, give it some time to swing.
Ryan John has brought himself into the attack, and as he comes, he goes straight back over the bowler's head. That's a maximum 6. Ryshawn Williams is in the mood this afternoon.
Yeah, over pitch delivery, and really was hit straight over long off. Really a good shot. Delivery just pitched in the slot, and all he had to do was to come forward and swing to the line, which he did, and hit it straight over long off for another beautiful 6. 27 it is. With just 1 delivery into the second over. And what a sort of aggressive start by the Saffron strikers.
Ryan John, the captain. Fuller delivery. Angling down the leg side. It's fortunate there.
Yeah, Williams would be a little disappointed not to make use of this one. Making no contact. It's a delivery one thought he really could have picked up and hit anyway on the leg side. Just failed to make contact.
This time he gets it, and gets it sweetly, perfectly timed down to the square leg. Just 1. So that moves the score now to 28. 28 without loss. Ryshawn Williams has moved to 18. His opening partner, Anil Matthew, is there on 8.
A good confident start by the Saffron strikers. Again, the pitch again seemed to be playing very well. They're making use of the bad deliveries.
Well, that's brutal. Oh, that's brutal. He's gone. That's a beautiful stroke. 6 more. Anil Matthew now coming to the party.
Yeah,
Just 4. 4 he signaled? Well, the umpires just signaled 4. We thought it dropped just inside the line. Bear with us for just a moment because our monitors are down, and we've now gotten them back up. Thanks to our production team, our monitors are back up. So, yes. They've moved from the behind the bleacher area where we were yesterday to a more private area, the commentary. It's a loud appeal, but umpire Man Warren is not interested. He's not interested. Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable setting than where we were yesterday, Crony.
Yes, it's sort of that atmosphere you want to be in, where there's not much noise around, and really it increases the quality of the commentaries.
Yeah. A lot of spectators yesterday were very vociferous. A lot of spectators yesterday who came in, and they brought the vibe and they brought the action. And with that vibe and that action, of course, looking to go with him again. Anil Matthew not showing any respect for Ryan John. Ryan John is accomplished. He's played cricket at the highest level. And that does not faze Anil Matthew. That's the end of the over. After 2, the Saffron strikers are 32 without loss. Yeah, so I was explaining to our viewers, and it was music and pandemonium yesterday. Very good atmosphere for cricket at the Lassiter Just Playing Field. I love the fact that the folks in St. David will come out to support their cricket. Whenever there's cricket in the village, these villages in Grenada, St. David in particular, you find a lot of support for the cricket, Crony.
Yeah, it was encouraging to see that the amount of spectators that came, and we had a cross section. St. Andrews, we had persons from St. Patrick's and St. George's, so really it was really encouraging crowd we had yesterday. And as you say, it was really sort of boisterous. There was a lot of noise, and this is what you expect in this version of the T10 cricket. Excitement.
We've not been short on excitement for the start of this one so far, because Ryshawn Williams has brought the excitement. He has been particularly brutal with 2 6s and a 4 already. Change now. Jaron Noel called into the attack very quickly. Geron Noel, he did bowl well yesterday, picked up a wicket very early, and the captain has called on him now.
Yes,
Cinnamon Pieces need him to pick up a wicket.
Yeah, he did pick up a wicket. Coming around the wicket once again, the off spinner.
Just one.
Again, Jason, as we saw him yesterday, he was started off just going down the leg side, and he did get one to straighten, went with the arm and picked up the wicket in I think it was his second delivery. But you will tend to see that you want to attack just around the leg stump. And again, with the start that they had, obviously you want to make sure that this is a good over.
It's a nippy work behind the stumps there from the Cinnamon Pacers. The wicket keeper today for the Cinnamon Pacers, of course, Junior Henry. Junior Henry, the wicket keeper for the Cinnamon Pacers. Pretty tidy he was yesterday as well. Well, this time he has gotten the treatment, but absolutely no chance. He lent into it quickly. Saffron strikers looking dangerous this morning, Raphael.
Yeah, good shot, shortish delivery, and Matthew was back and hit it really firmly, very quickly to the mid-off fielder who had no chance. This one is hit down to long, and let's see.
That's maximum.
Pitched up delivery, and he got under it and hit it really smoothly over long on for another maximum, and really the Saffron strikers really traveling there 43 without loss. It's just into the third over.
Looking to go again. The shout is catch. There's a man running around. It's going to land safely. Picking up a couple of runs again.
Yeah, didn't get hold of it there, Matthew. Again, looking to clear, I think it was mid-off, and just went in the air, and the fielder and the cover having to run back, and he was able to pick up 2 runs, and that's William, and that takes the score to 45 at the end of the third over.
So the Saffron strikers, pretty decent team. They've got still Darrell Cyrus to come, and Sheldon Joseph. Javel St. Paul, he can hit it hard as well. So they're probably looking at anywhere within the vicinity of 120, 130, Crony?
Yeah, I would think, and 120, between 120 and 130. They should be happy with that. Yesterday, as we know, 134. Even we felt it looked challenging, but he just got home 129. So the left-handed Cousin Murray take up the attack, and good first delivery. They had Williams, and a little bit of difficulty. He plays it out on the onside. Saffron strikers run rate of 15. That good positive start by the Saffron strikers, and they certainly will be going all out to try to take maximum point this game. Hit where this goes high in the air, and let's see who comes wrong there. And beautiful catch there. Again, Williams looking to hit out of the ground, went high in the air, and you see coming in from mid on day. Just get the name. Look like Rondell John. He looked like Ryan John. And Ryan John coming in, he take a very good catch. He had to run, really had to pick up the line, got in good position, and the Saffron strikers have lost their first wicket at score 45-1. Richard Williams going for 19. Cinnamon Pieces would have really been happy to pick up that wicket. So Kem Charles, who had a dashing in yesterday, going in once again, number 3. When it looked as though Saffron striker would have run away with the game yesterday, with the batting of Charles.
So Kem Charles comes in. You mentioned yesterday Rafael Crony. He had 56 yesterday from 23. He was in pinker form yesterday. Can he duplicate it today? Already looking to go on the attack is Kem Charles, but the bowler this time, Kirsten Murray, not giving him any room. Was a lifting delivery.
And Court Murray, one of the young players, really has been impressive yesterday. Again, coming in with his first over and picking up a wicket in his second delivery. Charles, they had to get out of the way. It was a rather quick delivery, and he had to really get out of the way very quickly.
Oh, that's some sloppy feeling there. Surely he should have done better than that. It was always going to be one, but you still want to make sure and put the doubt in the fielder's mind. When you're feeling cleanly, it put doubts in the batsman's mind that whether or not they should challenge the arm. The restrictions are still in. It's going to end in 2 deliveries because we're just about 2 deliveries out of the 4th over, and that should have been a very clear message that should have been sent to the batters there on that delivery, Crony.
Yeah, misfield by John, one of the better fielders on the team. And again, we saw the Charles looking to pull, but was beaten by the pace. It really rushed onto him, and he only able to get to that short mid-wicket.
This time he gets it, holds it perfectly, gets onto it and smacks it away. That's a maximum.
Yeah, good shot again by Matthew. Again, short delivery and lifting, but he got into really good position and helped it and went down over backward square for another maximum. His second maximum, Matthew has it so far. He moves to 30. And it's 52 for 1 with 1 delivery remaining in the 4th over. In the air. And someone is getting on there. Taking Murray himself, the bowler, coming around and taking up that catch. Again, Matthew looking to pull. Kane beaten for pace, and that ball rushed onto him and was only able to get it up just short mid-wicket. And Murray in his first over picking up 2 wickets with 52 for 2.
That's an encouraging start for the Cinnamon Pacers. Murray picking up 2 dangerous wickets. Anil Matthew gone for 30. Really should have batted for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we would have seen yesterday that some of the Saffron strikers, batters really got good start, and I think the problem was that they didn't go on. At one time there was 88 in 5 overs, trying to get on to 134. And they fell short by 5. So Rikel Sylvester replaces Matthews. Lifted over long and just over that the fielder at wide long on the that's and went for another maximum. So Kem Charles continues his merry way, picking up his first maximum. Ball pitched up from Jaron Noel, and he gave it the full treatment, picking up his first maximum. Ball peeling off the edge and going down to a white third man. Again, Kem Charles is looking to go over mid-off this time. The ball peeling off the edge. Picked up a single in the process.
Let's go, man.
It's
Let's keep banking, boys. Let's keep banking, boys. Keep banking, boys. Capture, man.
Sylvester is hitting down to the long on. Lewis comes under this one, takes it just inside the long on fence there, and Saffron strikers again falling quickly, 59 for 3, as Raquel Sylvester looking to clear long on those who load that long on.
I realize Showman just like to go for runs in the first over. Now you see the man that open there? Anytime you have pick. Good on that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You good there. Middle. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's keep banking, boys. Let's keep banking. Let's steal up. Oh, shit, man. You're joking, man.
All right.
Behind.
Yeah, ball comes off the edge. First delivery to St. Paul, looking to again to hit through the covers, coming off the edge and going down to what would be a fine third man. The short third man had no chance, and he picked up a boundary. First delivery face. Jerron Noel continues, 63 for 3. Again, ball coming off the outside edge and going over a square cover. Javel St. Paul just coming there and very clear in terms of his intention.
These batters, they've lost 3 quick wickets, so it should be more of a rebuilding attitude now, at least for the next 3 overs. With a field spread, Crony, in a situation like this, you want to now start caressing and picking up 2s and stop looking for the big hits, at least for a 2 overs, to try and get some sort of momentum going, you know, and after that you can explode again for the next 4 overs going down to the end.
Yes, just 5 overs being bowled, so you still have another 5 overs to go. So probably the next 2 overs, you want to make sure you kind of begin to build a sort of foundation, not to lose any wicket, and then coming down to the last 2 overs, then you'll want to push and see how much you can get. But it's very important that they do not lose any more wicket within the next 2 overs.
Well, they've made their intentions clear. These batters for Saffron Strikers went down yesterday in a high-scoring game. Clubbed, abused, brutal, 6.
Yeah, given a lot of room there. Cousin Murray there, pitching it wide, pitching it up. And again, St. Paul's left-hander really was given the opportunity to really swing. And as we see the replay, they swung really hard. Comes off and goes over a point position. And it cleared the boundary for another 6.
Goal King to go again. Well, this is carnage.
Yeah, pitch up, over pitch, again, given the right treatment. And, you know, as we said, you know, it's very clear the intention of St. Paul. Ball pitched up, and he really swung into it and hit it over long on for another maximum. So he has really come out with the intention really to take charge, putting a lot of pressure on the young player.
Well, St. Paul didn't get off yesterday. Yesterday he batted maybe just a little too late, but he didn't get off yesterday. But his intentions are very clear today. Didn't even think he got to deep in double figures yesterday. And what's interesting here, even as the umpire signals are wide, is that he's opening up himself for a clean bowl, St. Paul. And I'll tell you why I say that. He's spreading his legs, but he's not putting his left leg to the pitch of the ball. So more often than not, if the bowler drifts into him, he's going to connect. But if a ball pitches middle and starts to move away from him, he could be in trouble.
Yeah, good point. You want to bowl closer to him. Don't give him the opportunity to swing his arms. This one day where he had to stay and come down.
But if you look at if we get the opportunity to look at it again, that last delivery, you would see that his right leg is moving more to, there we go. Yeah. And that you want to get your foot to the pitch of the ball, you make contact with the ball a lot easier.
Yeah, most obviously with the foot coming across, you get into really the ideal position to hit. But you see he's pulling away just to give him some room to swing.
You'll never make contact with it like that. Never. He's batting with a donut now.
Yeah. Once your body is one way, it's very difficult to get power into the shot. Your body one way and the bat going the other way. And this one going outside the off stump and really never look as though he would have touched this one. But this is sort of player he is.
He's a tall man. I think now all the bowler has to do, it's a no ball, but I think all the bowler has to do now is go wicket to wicket, just look for the Yorker length delivery, because he's not even playing with a straight bat. You know, his bat is coming from point. And there we go again, look at it. The leg is going to come out, and the bat is coming all the way from point. Yeah. The bowler just needs to go wicket to wicket now, and it's going to be timber.
Yeah, he's really exposing all his thumb, just pulling his body away. Really had to look for the Yorker now, right up.
He's going to be signaler wide, surely. Well, it's all happening here. It's all happening here. While we're at it, we'd like to say congratulations to our West Indies boys. They dismantled Uganda last night, 39 all out in 12 overs. Just about every household in the Caribbean last night was reminiscing on David Rudder's rally around the West Indies.
Yes, certainly it was a good bowling performance by the West Indies team.
Yeah, well, we're going to be here for a while if he continues like this, Kirsten Murray, because this over has been elasticized. He still has 2 more legal deliveries, and we hope to get to the end of those 2 legal deliveries sometime soon. But he needs to just focus on bringing the ball up.
He's just trying to do a bit too much. But just to go back, Jason, West Indies game last night, I thought that we struggled a bit in terms of the batting. I think we have to give Uganda some credit. They did bowl well, and at times it looked so difficult for the West Indian batters to get away the ball. I would think, you know, after the power play, after the 10th over, I think the next 5 overs was pretty tough.
Oh, another wide delivery again. So this over has gone for, we've seen 4 wides already.
Yeah, one thought should try probably coming around the wicket. They have been bowling over.
19 coming off the over already. And that's the end of it. So 20 runs coming off the over. Finally, we've come to the end of that one. We're at the end of 6, and the Saffron Strikers are 84 for 3. Yeah, so West Indies doing pretty well. A lot happening in sports. Even though we're here talking cricket, it's important to bring our viewers up to speed, because the folks who are here would love to know what's happening around the world as well. So there's a lot happening in sports around. We still have World Cup cricket taking place. A couple of matches on today. Right now, the 2 powerhouses are in action, India and Pakistan. India are 93 for 4 inside over number 13 in their group stage match. Scotland and Oman, they're also live. But the one a lot of people will be focusing on is the India-Pakistan. India batting first, 94 for 4, just lost the wicket, 94 for 4.
Yeah, it seemed to be a good start for Pakistan, who haven't really been playing the best cricket.
Chevron Lewis now. He's going to be operating from the pavilion end. Went for 22 in his first over. And then there's more. Not making contact the way he wanted to. Some good work down in the deep. That's our man down in the deep there. So, pretty well.
Yeah, and you'd have seen it, Jason, again. St. Paul could not have hit that ball as he wanted, because he really was pulling away and not in any good position. It was full to the bat and just dragged it.
No ball, they run, so that's 2 more to the total. They've got to settle down, these 2 teams. I mean, too many unforced errors. And I understand that there's some tension, because the Saffron Strikers, of course, would want to make amends for yesterday. And then the Cinnamon Pacers, they pulled 1 out yesterday already. So going 2-0 up this early, it's going to be a positive for them. But they've got to settle down.
Yes, certainly. And Lewis, as probably the most experienced player outside there, just straying the ball really wide of the off stump, and just need to, as you say, concentrate and settle down.
He's going to be called wide again. Yeah. What do you think is some of the main reasons that would allow a bowler to be running up at this pace, because he's not express quick, but still drift down the leg side consistently? What are some of the things? Well, I shouldn't answer that. I should ask you, what is the one thing that you would tell him to correct almost immediately that would prevent him from going down there? Let's talk about it after this delivery. Again, lofted down to long off, just 1.
What is very clear, Jason, is that his body is one way and his hand is going the next way. What you want to do is to try to keep keep your arm as straight as possible. Maybe try brushing your hair so you have more control of the delivery. But if your arm, if your body is here and your hand is here, it's harder to control it. More than likely you're going to continue to bowl wide, but you need to have it straighter. So just come a little bit straighter. If you look at him carefully when he runs up, just seem to be really not in the kind of rhythm or the control that he needs. We'll look at him closely as he goes up. You know, the hand goes here, and the body's here.
Well, they can't see you. He's making connection with this one, and it will go all the way for 6. Yeah, so I'm getting you. You're right. Your bicep has to brush the air basically and keep your hand straight up. Then you're going to get a straighter seam, obviously, because the ball is going to come out of your fingers, and it's going to enable you to bowl wicket to wicket. You've got to be a little bit upright. Stop leaning to your left if you're a right-hander, or stop leaning to your right if you're a left-hander.
It's very difficult to have control when you're bowling like that.
This time he's made connection with him. He's gone on to the onside now, but there's a man lurking down there in the deep who takes the catch, and a comfortable one it is. So Dana George gobbles it down and takes a comfortable one. He's a pair of safe hands, Dana George, making no mistake about it for the Cinnamon Pacers. And just like that, the Saffron Strikers, they're 97 for 4. And we're inside over number 7.
Yeah, once again, we see St. Paul pulling away and really couldn't get much into it. And that ball went down to long. And again, what you saw again from Lewis is that ball outside the off stump going further away. So it's outside the off stump to the left-hander, and to the right-hander it goes down the leg side. So you could see very clear that everything is going one direction. Just need to straighten up a bit and, you know, line up a lot better. And so be able to put that delivery where you want to put it. But again, St. Paul not being able to take advantage because he's really pulling away from the delivery. As we look at the replay here, having to stretch and just get it down to mid-on.
It was a very good, comfortable catch down in the deep there by Dana George. Pair of safe hands, Dana George. Well, that has brought Nikobe John to the wicket. Kem Charles is still there. He's on 9. He's been particularly quiet. Not as explosive as he was yesterday. Was on a rampage yesterday. Kem Charles.
He has not faced much deliveries, but we know that he already hit a maximum.
This one is angling down leg. Wise decision to go against it. Nikobe John. Nope. It's a no ball. Signal a no ball. So Shemron Lewis in all sorts of confusion here. Needs to settle down. The Saffron Strikers wouldn't mind this. Kem Charles, we were speaking about him yesterday. 56. He blasted 56 of 23 deliveries. But that was yesterday. This one is going, and it's gone over mid-wicket for 6. Picked it up cleanly.
Yeah, over pitch delivery. And Nikobe John, we've seen for the first time, hit this one over long on. Again, over pitch delivery by Sherman Lewis, who has really been, in my view, really ill-disciplined in his second over. He's already gone for 40.
Oh, some thinking here for the captain of the Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John. He's got some thinking to do because his bowlers, they've been particularly expensive. Murray has gone for 27 off 2. Noel, 25 off 2. He himself, Ryan John, has gone for 11. And Shemron Lewis has gone for 40 of his 2. So at the end of 7, 104 for 4. Going to see Dana George coming into the attack now from the main road end. Is that a good strategic move in your thoughts, Crooney?
Yeah, but I do believe he bowled well in the last tournament. He's one of the bowlers that they did very well. But I do believe that bowling from the commentary booth end probably might be Yes, probably would be a better end for him, but he does have the ability to use quite a lot of variation. So I think this would make a difference, as he's not going to come into bowl to the aggressive Kem Charles.
Kem Charles wants to get off. This is Ryan John using his 5th bowler so far for the afternoon. Looking to go with him. Just the one. Kem Charles would start to show some more aggression now, I presume.
Yeah, and the first delivery, you've seen that pace taking off that delivery. He didn't try to do too much, but just try to vary it a bit. And Charles had to really wait on it. And probably was a little bit too early into the shot, just went down to a short backward square leg.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, classical.
Yeah, good shot. This one was clipped off the hips there. As we look at the replay, the shortish delivery, again, angling down, you get inside and clipped it over a square leg position and to race across the top for 4. A good positive shot. The timing was excellent in that shot. One is reminded Gordon Greenwich.
So many flashes of brilliance in this tournament we've seen so far already. Oh, he's living outside the leg stump. Dana George, not sure what he's seeing. Just buys, just the one. 110 for 4. Halfway inside over number 8.
Yeah, trying to understand the strategy here. All deliveries bowled down the leg side.
He's gotten into position quickly with that one, and it has been dispatched. 6 runs. So Kem Charles has turned on the heat.
Yeah, he probably have been waiting for that for a long time. Short delivery, and he was into his wicket. Hit it maybe just from just over the off stump, you know, but it was short enough, so he had the time to really get into position and hit it down over a backward square, move long leg position, picking up another maximum.
Strange enough, we've not seen Nuram Singh. He was pretty good yesterday. He picked up 2 for 16 off 2 yesterday.
Yeah, and also had the wicket of Charles, Kem Charles.
Again, looking to go on the onside. Just one, yeah, but Nuram Singh is down there. You just see him coming into your frame now and walking back. He picked up 2 for 16 off his 2 overs yesterday. Held things back. He's picked him up cleanly. You heard the sound of the willow and just dropping short. Maybe he got off his mark a little too late this time.
Yeah, bad miss, but he got both hands to it. Yeah, he probably was a little late at Cyprian Forsyth, but got both hands to it and really should have held on to that catch.
Forsyth maybe took off a tad too late, but as you said, getting both hands to it, it's a good opportunity gone down.
Yeah, and the aggressive Kem Charles it's 118 for 4 and just concluded the 8th over.
Well, certainly with 2 overs remaining, they're on course for at least 130, 135 thereabout.
Well, we did say in the beginning, Jason, we were looking at 120, 130. This team scored 129 yesterday. trying to get to 135 for victory. They are now 118 for 4. So they have shown that they have players that good attacking players, you know, at the top of the inning. We have seen it today once again.
Ryan John has brought himself back into the attack, and as he comes, he's been played through the offside. We've not seen Nuram Singh. Maybe he's going to get the last over. Not sure. Interesting.
Highly possible. John in the second over. It's complete his spell.
He's wide outside the off stump. Living dangerously. I thought the umpire would have spread his wings there, but Man Warren has stayed put.
Yeah, probably a little bit lucky to get away with that delivery.
Made some good contact with it. Again. Just one. 120 for 4. Halfway inside over number 9.
So the style of Ryan John really is to keep the ball right up outside the off stump, not giving the batsman much opportunity. We have seen almost every delivery in this over was pitched up outside the off stump, one, you know, wide of the off stump. So it's really make it difficult to play any big shot.
Again. He's not been bad this over, just 2 runs coming off the over so far for Ryan John. 1 delivery remaining. Not bad at all.
Yeah, using a good strategy, and again with his experience, you expect that he will be able to set a target.
Good work by Dana George. He's one of the better fielders, not just out here today, but in the tournament. Last season, he picked up a couple of Man of the Match awards, and he got some recognition for his good bowling figures and all of that. So he's much more than capable. The final over coming up. Saffron Strikers are 121 for 4. How much are they going to get off this one? Well, let's wait and see. We have he's going to bring back Dana George to finish up the over, finish up the innings.
Yeah, good over by Ryan John. Just going for, I think, 3 runs in that over, having gone for 11 in his first over. But you could see there's a definite plan to make it difficult for the batters.
There's a no ball again. It's a white ball, a white ball. Smartest thing to do here would be to give as much of the strike to Kem Charles.
Yeah, with just 5 deliveries remaining, you'll want to give him the opportunity. Try to get up to that 129 or even more.
Surely they're going to try and squeeze one here. Yes. So with 4 deliveries remaining, 123 for 4. Kem Charles comes into the strike now, and Dana George is going to be heading in his direction. This could be a good contest. And he's picked him up. Will it go all the way? No. So just the one. Sometimes going brutal is not always the best option. Maybe with softer hands they would have picked up 2.
Yeah. Sometimes more placement was necessary if you could get it a bit squarer. probably would be able to pick up the boundary.
Well, the call of catch comes in, but he does take it. So N'Kobe John looking to go the full distance. It's a pretty good catch right there.
Yeah, lovely catch, and he got both hands under it. He have to run in and he had to dive, and really took a good catch. That's Jamie Buddy. Certainly, this is how you want to see catch taken on the outfield, particularly when you have to run in and the ball is dropping. He really took a really good catch there.
Jamie Buddy was out for today, and then last minute they made the adjustment, switching Jamie Buddy in for Shaban Noel at the last moment. So Jamie Buddy justifying his pick today. Took him late down inside the last over, but a pair of safe hands. And that has brought Daryl Cyrus, the captain of the Saffron Strikers. He's outside there with 3 legal deliveries to come at him.
Yeah, Cyrus, who unfortunately got a run out yesterday, would want to do as much as he can with the next 3 deliveries.
I should have said a minimum of 3 deliveries, but 3 legal deliveries. So just 1. They've moved up to 126. Cinnamon Pacers yesterday, they won by 11 runs against the Ginger Generals. They've got some good batting to come because Kieran Kotoy, Nkosi Saintele, thick outside edge, peels off, looking for the big shot, but gets 4, and with that, just 1 more delivery remaining. Well, they've gotten to 130, Crony.
Yes, yeah, I think the way the batters have been batting, you know, they would look anywhere around that 130 mark there. That's why it's sort of disappointing at 88 and 5 watts yesterday. They couldn't get up to 134.
Last delivery, makes connection, good connection too, and goes all the way, a maximum 6 runs. That's a good way to end it. 136 for 5 at the end of 10. So the Saffron Strikers coming back very well after losing a couple of wickets early. Good connection. It came off the middle of the bat. Stand tall and deliver. And it went all over mid-wicket for 6. Jamie Buddy had no chance, save and except he was made of elastic.
Yeah, good over there by Saffron Strikers. Again, those last 2 deliveries faced by Kem Charles. He was able to take 10 runs from those 2 deliveries. Again, given room, and really he was able to really swing, picked up that last delivery really on a good length and lifted it over mid-wicket for 6. What a way to finish the inning, 136 for 5. Really, again, is another challenging score.
You say challenging. Let's take a quick look at the scorecard just before we pull the curtains down on this one quickly. Ryshon Williams, who went in with Anil Matthew to open for the Saffron Strikers. Anil Matthew got to 30 before he was caught and bowled by Murray. Murray also picked up the wicket of Ryshon Williams for 19. Kem Charles, he ended not out on 29, and 29 also to Javel St. Paul. St. Paul should have gotten a lot more, but I think his style of batting didn't aid him, but he missed a lot of opportunities, and had he cashed in on those, I'm quite sure we would have seen him gotten to a half century here this afternoon. But those were the main contributors really for the Saffron Strikers, and they got up to 136 for 5. Let's look at the bowling figures now quickly. Picking up 2 wickets, Kirsten Murray, he picked up 2 for 27 off his 2. But outside of that, everybody else, it was just 1. 1 for Lewis, 1 for Noel, and 1 for Dana George. And that spells the story of the batting And the bowling in this one, Rafael Crony, 136, gettable or not?
It is gettable. The fact that the pitch is playing so well, one just have to, just put a head down and bat and, just be sensible in the batting. And, it's a gettable score, 136, but certainly is a good challenging score. And it would call for good batting to get up to that score.
All right. Well, the rollers are out, and just in a few minutes we will get the reply. The Cinnamon Pacers, they've got some good batting. Kieran Kotoy, they've got Dana George. He can strike it around as well. The wicketkeeper Junior Henry, Ryan John. He is known for giving the long handle. Jaron Noel and Nuran Singh. He could bat. Nkosi Saint-Hilaire. He was particularly explosive yesterday. So these Cinnamon Pacers, they've got some good depth in their batting on paper. Yeah, they do have players here again, as also Shondell Regis. These are the players they're going to be looking to. Regis, Saint-Hilaire. They expect that these players are really going to stand up together with Cotter and Cyprian Forsyth. He had a pretty good tournament last time around. All right. Well, we'll see how the reply goes. Just give us maybe about 5 minutes, and then we will come back with a reply. The Cinnamon Pacers will be looking for 137. The runs established on the board, 136 for 5 from the Saffron Strikers, and they have 10. The Cinnamon Pacers will start their reply in just about 5 minutes. We see you then.
The Dream 11 Spicer T10 Season 4. Feel the heat.
Bowled in, gone, an absolute beauty.
June 8th to June 22nd. Organized by the Grenada Cricket Association. Venue, Lassages Playing Field, St. David. Teams in action. The defending champs, Saffron Strikers, Bayleaf Blasters, Clove Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers, Ginger Generals, and Nutmeg Warriors. 14 days of action.
Everybody can't wait for it to start.
30 matches.
Beautifully placed.
Top local and regional players.
Lovely timing.
One venue. Lassages St. David. Feel the heat. June 8th to June 22nd.
Getting down to Grenada, we've created these incredible recipes for young chefs to essentially curate in the fashion of their culinary art. I'm very excited about this partnership. Grenada is known as the Spice Island, culinary capital in the Caribbean, as many have remarked.
What makes Grenadian cuisine so special? And the answer lies in the proximity of everything fresh.
I'm looking forward to uncovering the ingredients and the cultural expressions of Grenada in a pot. In Carriacou, we had an amazing time, but I was so impressed about the beauty of the island, and the people were so warm, friendly. I felt it kind of like a challenge. I thought I could say something here. I could do something here. The idea of bringing Grenada into the global culinary conversation became the mantra. We have to tell that story.
Must tell that story. And we are telling that story.
Well, you are, one pot at a time.
Take a trip to the sea. Let your hair run free. Or you're a rebel in disguise. It's got the devil in your eyes. We've had it all, right by the ocean. Made all our plans down on the side. We've
So we are about to see the first delivery bowl as Saffron Strikers going 136 for 5. And the cinnamon pieces really would be, it would call for a good opening stand if they're going to get up to 137 for victory. You're just about to see the first delivery bowl by Kem Charles, which is pushed down to third man. They're going to run close to the boundary. And for 2 runs to Nicosi Sentle as they open their count. Rondell, we do expect quite a keen contest.
Yeah, let me just say afternoon to viewers. We do expect a keen contest, 2 well-stacked teams.
Swung down over mid-wicket and goes for the first maximum. Picking this one up, as this one seemed to be given some air by Kem Charles. They really got into position and throwing it lustily over mid-wicket.
Yeah, again, as I was saying, the 2 stacked teams, the batting lineup of these 2 teams really seem powerful, and the sort of firepower that they both carry will make a very interesting game this afternoon.
So it's 8 after the second delivery. 8 without loss. Stroke down to long on, and that's going to go down to the boundary for another 4. Over pitch delivery by Charles, and Sentle coming forward and stroking it nicely. That vacant position, picking up another boundary.
Yeah, really good shot from Saint Hilaire, using the power that he has, but looking to hit straight, ensuring that he beat the fielder there at the mid-on region, and it carried through. So he's off the mark. He's really looking to go great guns here now.
Push down to long off, and one would think Sentle would be key in terms of the chase for cinnamon pieces if they're going to get up to that score of 137. He did have a good inning in the first game yesterday. Does have the quality to hit the ball, to clear the boundary. So these sort of players are going to be very important. He will be very important to the team if they're going to get anywhere close to that score.
Yeah, they need to really get off, use the power play as best as possible, and I think so far he has shown the intent. And where the intent is, the possibility is there.
So it's a left-handed Regis. Haven't seen much of Regis, even with the last tournament, but again, is a player that has tremendous ability.
Yeah, he does possess quite a bit of ability. I think he just needs to settle in, maybe get a good big innings behind him, and that will give him the confidence to continue. And we've seen him in tournaments past. The fact that he has a good batting unit around him, he is the kind of player that could remain at the wicket for a while, move it around, and he still gives you that explosive options at times. So quite a handy batter for the cinnamon pieces at this time.
Well, he picked up a single with the final delivery of the over. It's 14 without loss. Quite a good start. I think the cinnamon strikers they were 15 at the end of the first over. Comfortable start for the cinnamon pieces.
Yeah, as I said, very interesting game. The wicket seemed to be playing really nicely. The ball seemed to be coming through. So it makes for run scoring. The team that is able to compose, keep their head, keep their composure, do the right things at the right time, they would come out on top today.
Yeah, and one thing we certainly should be giving the groundsmen a lot of credit for the quality of pitch that they would have prepared.
So Regis does look in a bit of a busy mode.
Shortest delivery hit down to mid-wicket. But as you say, I do believe he just need to get some confidence. Even that shot that he played through mid-wicket is not a confident player that you know would have come back and really hit that fiercely through that mid-wicket region. But I just need to stay in the wicket a while, you know, get a feel of things, and maybe a boundary or two behind him will give him the sort of confidence that he needs.
Yeah, score. I think any score here above 30 will give him a sort of boost.
So Williams, left arm, hit. Bowling from the road end. Central pick up one more, 16. This has been a quiet over so far.
Yeah, the cinnamon pieces will need to go at close to 15 runs per over, so they really cannot afford any quiet overs. They need to really stay on top of things.
And really easy shot there by Regis. Should give him some confidence. They really play that with ease, and that will just sail over backward square for 6.
Now that sort of shot tells you the ability of the youngster. You can't say it was power. It's just a finesse, just a flick, and it cleared the ropes by miles. So that tells you if he really got into one, it just may travel far. So this type of innings is what he needs. He just needs to build on this, get his confidence going, get the feet moving, and certainly Regis could be a danger for the Saffron strikers.
Yeah, the shot that should give him a lot of confidence. Still in the power play. So he has picked up his first maximum.
So a lot is expected of these two. They want to ensure that they keep the run rate as close to 15 as possible. Make sure that they give enough time and you know, not too much runs to the remaining batters to come.
Yeah, they are now going at 11 runs per over. They will want to maintain that or something higher than that as they go forward. And Charles went for 14 in his first over. Williams went for 8. That's a bad delivery by Charles. Full down the leg side. It goes across the rope for 4 wides. Ball just seemed to slip from his hands, but really a bad delivery.
Yeah, really badly lined. Somehow it didn't really suit the type of deliveries that we know Kim has the ability to deliver, and so something must have gone terribly wrong. And there you have it. Delivery on target. No mistakes made by Anil Matthew. It went way up in the air. Nkosi Saint-Hilaire, he goes the first wicket down for the Cinnamon Pacers. I think a rash shot by Saint-Hilaire and cost him his wicket. So definitely Saffron strikers, they will be happy to see the back of Saint-Hilaire.
Yeah, good blow struck there by Saffron strikers. I think one of the problems here is that we look at Saint-Hilaire play that shot. He went back and tried to hit up. If he came forward, he put his foot to the ball and hit straight, he would have been in a better position probably to clear mid-off. But he went back and looked to hit up. And really, he didn't get hold of it. He really wasn't in the best position and the ball went high up, just at silly mid-off position, cover position, and easy catch taken. And St. Clair had to go. Big wicket. St. Clair going for 14.
Well, 27 for the loss of 1. That's the Cinnamon Pacers. They are going after a total of 136. 137 for victory. So far, a pretty decent start, but with the loss of this wicket, they are up against the 8 ball. They want to make sure that they maintain a run rate of some 14, 15 runs or over. Does need a bit of planning, does need a bit of sensible cricket if they're going to get that target.
Yeah, the word sensible I think is very important. Sensible cricket. They had thinking. And I thought that St. Clair just missed on this one there. So Kieran Kotoy.
Good hustling there by Kotoy. Saw the opportunity for 2 and made no mistakes about it. He was down and out of the crease very quickly. Regis, again, not really anyone. I think persons who know him know that he's a pretty quick runner between the wickets, so easy pickings for them. They need this sort of momentum.
Yeah, just dropping short of the field again. Kotoy looking to go to aerial route again, but just dropping short of the fielder coming off the mid-wicket boundary. But they will have to go for it, try to get as much as they can in the power play, which is the first 4 overs.
Yeah, Regis just missing out on that one there. I think all he needed it to be a little bit finer, but unfortunately he got too much of bat on it. It went straight to the man there at the short fine leg, and so they were able to cross for 1. But good intent by the Pacers. So far, Saffron Strikers doing what they need to do.
Yeah, full toss and really was put away nicely by Kotoy as he came forward and lifted it over long on. And that's certainly going to ease some pressure, but good confident shot. It went way over long on for his first maximum.
Yeah, bad delivery there by Charles. Full toss on the legs, easy pickings. The batter just needed to make the proper contact, and that's what he did.
37 for 1 and over number 3. And this is going to go down to the boundary for another 4. So a miss there by the deep cover fielder.
Yeah, this sort of fielding is not going to help the cause of the Saffron Strikers. That was pretty sloppy there. As what should have been just a single turns out to be 3 extra runs. So definitely the captain of the Strikers, he will not be happy. They need to make sure that they squeeze the Cinnamon Pacers for everything that they have.
Yeah, bad miss by Junior Henry. It's 41 for 1 at the end of the 3rd over. It's going at a run rate of 13.6, so not too bad in terms of the run rate, but just need to make sure that they does not lose wicket. You know, as we speak about batting, sensible batting, you can wait on the bad balls, pick up the 1s and the 2s, and really get up to that score which they need to get to win.
Yeah, I think when I analyze what is happening out there, I'm seeing the 4th over of spin from the Saffron Strikers. It tells you that I think they saw what happened with the Pacers. You know, anything short on this wicket tends to go, and so far they've looked to restrict the Cinnamon Pacers using spin.
Yeah, interesting. We saw that they opened with spin from both ends. Williams in his second over, his first over going for 8. And Charles completed his spell, taking up 1 for 32.
So again, good hustling by the pair out there, as we said, good sensible cricket, looking to make sure that they rotate it around, not allow the bowler to bowl too many deliveries at one batter. They do need to pick the gaps a bit more, maybe look to really, maybe manufacture a shot here and there just to throw the bowler off his pace, but so far, Sean Williams has been doing well.
Yeah, I see has just gone for 11 in his second over. And this one seemed to just clear at long on. No, just drop one, bounce into the boundary for 4. Just coming up a bit to this one. And Kotai with the long handle, having the room. And just swing it, just drop one bounce, goes over the roof for another 4.
Yeah, good option there. Lots of vacancy over there, and so it's a safe shot once he got the right connection.
48 for 1. So just going about just around 12 runs for over. Well, it's actually 13, 12.5. And hit down to point, and this is going to go for 4. Short delivery wide, and Cotter just reaching for it and hitting it over a backward point position for 4.
Yeah, again, given the room, he just needed to get the connection. It was deliberate over the infield, and the result is in the favor of the Cinnamon Pacers. 4 more runs to their total.
So that brings up the 50 at the end of the over. 4 overs bowled, power play completed, 52 for 1. And the Pacers really would be attempting to get 137 for victory.
Yeah, 137 for victory, 52 for 1 after 4. They definitely now will need a bit of impetus through the middle overs. There's no relaxing when you're chasing a score over 130, and so they need to really, get some big overs in that they can relax later on, maybe coming closer to the end. What you have here now is a mixture of aggression and again rotation, good sensible ball striking, finding the gaps, and certainly with 1 wicket down, you will expect them to get over that line.
So Rishan Williams completed his spell. He had none for 19 in 2 overs. Ruel Williams, you're going to see the first bit of medium pace. Goes down the leg side, first delivery. And we saw Williams yesterday did also bowl pretty well, particularly his last over. A very talented bowler, thinking bowler. And dead ball seemed to be signaled there, maybe change of decision. Over mid-off for a maximum. Over cover there. Williams pitching up. And Shondell Regis once again. The difference is that the foot sort of came across a bit more. Was able to hit it over an extra cover. And it sailed over the boundary for 6.
Yeah, good connection, good shot, good option. 1 man out, you just needed to get it to his left, to his right. But more importantly, you got it over him. And so definitely good result for Regis.
He's on the 16. Pull. Down to the boundary for 4. Again, shortish in length, and he was on his back foot and hit this one to me over square leg, and it went down to the boundary for another 4.
Yeah, Regis on the charge, understanding what is needed. Some lusty blows struck there. Wants to make sure that he keeps his team in the hunt. No letting up. Pressure back on the bowler. He now has to respond.
Well, we did say that he wanted just a couple boundaries behind his name, and probably would see his ability. We see him coming into his own. 62 for 1.
Again, looking to keep the pressure. He used his feet, came down the track. Bowler saw him coming, pushed it wide. Unfortunately, the keeper was back, but I like the intent. I like the aggression from Regis. He understands that there is no letting up. They need to make sure that they keep the pressure on the Saffron strikers.
So this pair has put on 37 in quick time. Look by signal there by umpire Fraser.
Yeah, ball clearly pitching outside the leg stump. Vociferous appeal, but there's no way the umpire would have raised his hand there.
Yeah, see some disappointment from Williams there. Clipped. Nice shot. Again, strain a bit down the leg side, and he was inside of there and just clipped it nicely. And it went down to a vacant long leg position for yet another boundary. Good shot by Regis.
Yeah, good innings by Regis so far. I think he's doing all that he needs to do to keep the Cinnamon Pacers in the hunt. So far, the Saffron strikers, they've been put under pressure. We've seen yesterday that they were put under pressure. They had some moments, of brilliance where they really absorbed the pressure, but at the end, they couldn't cross the line. Today, they're under pressure. They need to respond. Let's see how they would go about. It tells the mettle of a true champion team.
Yes, Williams now comes around the wicket. Again comes off the edge. Looking for the big drive. There's Regis.
Yeah, I think looking to really get on and need this one. The way it was pitched, it would have served him better to really try to caress it and keep it along the ground. But again, the intent is there. He wants to make sure that he maximizes every delivery.
So at the end of the fifth over, a run rate of exactly 14, 70 for 1. They require another 67 runs for victory in 5 overs. And we really could have an interesting one on our hands.
Yeah, I believe this game is going to go down to the wire. You look at 70 for 1. You have some 9 men still there to bat. Firepower, Ryan John, you have quite a few of the hitters there. Cyrus now with the ball, very key for the Saffron strikers. Yeah, he will have his 2 overs. So there's a lot of action to be brought.
Clipped over backward square for 4. Again, that was well played. He just came inside and just put a help it over that backward square position. And once again, Chandel Regis showing his mettle there, picking up another boundary.
Yeah, it says that he is playing to the field that is set. Once you get it over that man, a short fire and I get acres of space.
Wait till this goes. Over mid-wicket for another maximum. Really coming into his own. Pitched up by by the captain there, and he just get under it and lifted it over mid wicket. Cyrus there over pitching a bit.
Yeah, Cyrus just straying there a bit, asking Regis to pull out the broom, and he did pull out the broom. Slug sweep, mid wicket, 6 runs. Again, good cricket from the Cinnamon Pieces, putting the Saffron Strikers under pressure. And I didn't see 2 runs there, but they were able to capture 2, putting Charles under a bit of pressure coming in from the boundary.
Yeah, that was tremendous running there. Really both players. This one goes over long on for another huge maximum. Again, just stepping back Regis and really getting into a really good position and lifting it over long on for another huge 6.
And that's what we were saying, the confidence seemed to be coming. You know, you're out there in the middle, you're seeing it, and he's definitely confident.
So the score moves to 89, and Regis really moves to 44. And we are still in the 6th over. Regis 44 from 20 deliveries, 3 4s and 4 6s. So another single at the end of the 6th over. Cinnamon Pieces, they are 90 for 1.
Yeah, 90 for 1 with some 4 overs remaining. It means that the Pacers are in a good position. Saffron Strikers, the defending champions, went down yesterday. They want to bounce back, so they definitely need to break this partnership and really pick up 2 quick wickets or 3 quick wickets to make sure that they get themselves back into the ascendancy.
Yeah, very important that they pick up wickets at this time. Saffron Strikers need to pick up wickets. They are going at 15 runs per over. 47 is needed from 24 deliveries. Well, based on what we have seen so far, one will think that Cinnamon Pieces are ahead.
Yeah, you will. I mean, in the context of the game, you look at the shorter format of the game, the bat always seems to be the one dominating the ball. When you get bowlers who can bowl and keep it tight, man, you have to really praise them. But in this contest, the bat always seems to outweigh the ball. So, so far you would put them ahead. Wickets is what is needed. Wickets is the only thing to really stem the flow of the runs and stem the pace of the batters out there. So, Cyrus and his team will need to look to make a breakthrough somewhere, somehow, and ensure that they get themselves in a position where they can have the victory.
So Cyrus went for 20 in his first over. Sheldon Joseph going to now pick up the attack from the pavilion end. Kem Charles in his 2 overs went for 32, pick up the only wicket. Rishan Williams, he went for 19. Ruel Williams went for 17 in his first over, and Cyrus 20 in his first over.
Yeah, so Joseph has been known for his tight bowling, has done well. Yesterday we saw him pull back, get his team back into the game slightly, but unfortunately they couldn't get across the line. A lot is called upon him today. He needs to go even better than he did yesterday.
Yeah, full toss hit down, firmly down to long off. Regis. He's on 45. Cotoy 24. Has been a A good partnership for Cinnamon Pisa. 66 runs they have put on so far.
Yeah, 66 coming in quick time. So definitely this partnership has steadied the ship a bit. Make sure that this has ensured that they're up with the rate, and they're looking to push ahead now and make sure that they get home.
Lifted. Good catch taken on the long on boundary there. A really good catch. As again, Cotoy looking to clear long on the that fielder just having to jump there and taking it with both hands. And very important blue stroke there. Foresight taking that catch on the long on boundary.
Yeah, again, good clean catching. This is what we spoke about concerning Joseph. He is that type of bowler that is able to build pressure, get you wickets, and he has just picked up a key wicket there in key on Cotoy. Him seeing the back of Cotoy means that they have an opportunity to get a new batter in, and that new batter has to get accustomed to the pitch. So it means that they can get a couple of dot balls in, get a little bit more pressure onto the Cinnamon Pacers.
Yeah, so just 3.3 overs remaining. And then comes Junior Henry. We didn't see much of him in his first game that he played. But picking up that wicket again would probably slow down the Cinnamon Pacers. They still require some 44 runs. At an average probably just about 12.5. But a good blow struck there. 93 for 2. Joseph striking in his first over.
So Joseph will want to close off this over really well. He has gone for some 3 runs so far, which in the context of this match signifies, good steady bowling.
Bowl him forcefully right up, and Henry there really looking to play a nothing shot there. I think he got himself tangled there, and that ball.
Sheldon Joseph looking to keep the ball wicket to wicket right up at the batters. You miss, I hit. That's his philosophy right there. And that has accosted for the last 2 wickets. So he seems to be the one that has raised his hand to draw the game back to the Saffron strikers. And a very important blow stroke.
Yeah, ball right up. I just seem to have yorked himself. Maybe made up his mind and just looking to drive a ball that was really right up to him. As we look at the replay there. And right up and played outside of the delivery and crashed into the stumps. 2 important blows struck there by Joseph, picking up 2 wickets, which certainly would slow down the rate. The pace of scoring, 93 for 3.
Well, that does bring the captain of the Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John, into strike. A lot would rest on his shoulders now. I think he needs to play the captain's inning to make sure that they get to this 137. We know that he's capable. He has a really strong forearm that can really muscle that ball. He does have the finesse. I think he has all that is needed in the situation. It's just a matter of keeping the head.
Yeah, it would call for all his experience there to make sure that they get to that score. Regis, and they both from St. David's. They're both from this area. So they know each other very well. So it's John is expected to play a captain if they're going to get anywhere close to that score. And as you rightly said, Rondell, he have all what is necessary in terms of being able to get to that score. Hits the ball very hard. We know that the ability that he has. So 6.4 overs bowled, 93 for 3. 44 runs is required in 3.2 overs. And Joseph coming in his first over, picking up 2 for 3 with just 2 deliveries left in the over. So John immediately off the mark.
Again, you see the intent of Joseph, not looking to give them the opportunity to free their arms, wants to keep them playing around the pad, playing, you know, within that Yorkish length.
So that completes the over. 7 overs completed, 95 for 3. And Rondell, one of the things that we would expect to see with this pair is a lot of communication between the wicket. Brian John was noted, he will know that. And I think Shondell Regis is the kind of player that, you know, would really, you know, would listen, would depend on Brian John in terms of guiding him through this process. So we probably will see, as they have started, a lot of communication between this pair.
Yeah, definitely they need to communicate. They are accustomed to playing cricket together. They are accustomed to batting together. And so they understand each other. And definitely, once they're clear and the intent is there, they will look to bring home victory to the Cinnamon Pacers.
So Cyrus went for 20 in his first over. Would want to better that this time around. Probably would want to pick up a wicket or so in this over. Regis would have hit him out the ground.
So Ruel Williams seemed to be the person called upon.
Yeah, just making a lead change. Williams coming from the road end. I think that's the end that he bowled very well in the game played yesterday.
So, game delicately poised. Really interesting. Dot ball to start from Williams.
Yeah, one can remember his last over bowl yesterday, which was really, really a good over. I think he probably just went for 2 or 3 and picked up wickets. Beautiful shot there. This one was pitched up wide. That was crushed over point by Regis. That brings up this 50 with a beautiful shot. Really have been a good knock.
Yeah, really, really good shot. You saw the intent, just opening the face, and it was more of a guiding shot than really a power shot. All he needed to do was get it over the infield, and he did just that, bringing up a really well-played 50. That certainly would give him some confidence.
99 for 3. So Shondell Regis, 51, 25 deliveries, 38 minutes. He had 4 fours and 4 sixes.
So again, Williams in his second over going a bit better than he did in the first over. Will need to close out this over really well. A couple dot balls or maybe even a wicket, and he would be happy with his day's work.
Yeah, you could see his intent. I think the shot played through the cover's backward point was a good shot, not necessarily a bad delivery. We see an overthrow there as Ryan John again got some bat onto it as he looked to play that a lot squarer. Went down to what would be a leg slip position. Ball firmly struck. I think Williams did well to stop it.
Yeah, so far, Ruel Williams has done an excellent job for his captain. Will want to make sure that this final delivery either gets a wicket or he can keep it down, maybe single 2 runs for the most.
And a bad miss by the keeper there. Ball full there, and he looking to drive, missed it. And also the keeper missing it, goes down to the boundary for 4 byes.
Yeah, 4 costly runs for the Saffron strikers. They needed that dot ball just to build that pressure to make sure that you're asking John and Regis to go at 15, 16 and over, 17 and over. Definitely that would have been a bit of pressure in their minds.
Yes, Saffron strikers will be disappointed with that delivery. Well, they're down at 15 per over in next 2 overs, so they need 13 2 overs. And I dare say that Cinnamon Pieces should feel now that they have to go for it. I think they have nothing to lose. So this over will be a crucial over, and John would want to pick up as much runs as possible. Joseph picking up 2 for 5 in his first over.
He will 2 for 5 in this format will certainly make Joseph a contender for man of the match, because very rare you see a bowler going for under 10 in the T10 tournament in an over.
Down the leg side, and he has to get back quickly and just miss the non-striker there again. I think John really want to face most of the deliveries there, and that ball went down the leg side. The keeper didn't take it cleanly, and it really should have been an extra run. But I think as a captain, he'll want to take most of the strike.
I think he slipped there. Really good bowling there by Joseph, not letting up, not allowing the batters to free their hands, not allowing them to be able to really wheel that willow as they would like.
28 from 11. Again, good bowling by Joseph. Slower delivery, a little bit wider. Varying the space nicely. We're just making no contact, but still able to steal a bye. 110 for 3. 10 deliveries remaining. 27 runs required. Where's the scores?
Just a bit of tension in the atmosphere. You can feel it. It's there. If you're a Cinnamon Pizza fan, you look at the 2 batters there and you expect that these 2 batters with the sort of experience that they have will get them across the line. But Joseph doing well so far.
Yeah, good bowling by Joseph. Again, taking the piece off and just not bringing it up so that they could go under it and not short. Again, the fielder saving the boundary. Pick up 2 more. Probably need to pick up 2 boundaries in this last 2 deliveries.
Again, Joseph really doing well. You can see that he's a thinking bowler. He's not just running in and trying things. He knows exactly what his plan is. Been pitching all these few up. Regis looking to maybe get onto the front foot, but had to change.
Yeah, this one going to go down to the boundary for 4. Again, slower delivery, and we're just looking for the big drive. Comes off the inside edge and goes backward square position. And he pick up another boundary. 117 for 3. And they lead 20 in the last over. And really uphill task.
Uphill task, but with the likes of Ryan John out there, you will, if you're a Cinnamon Pacer fan, you will have that confidence because you know that he can strike it well. The bowling option for the Cinnamon Pacers will be key. You want to make sure that whoever bowls that last over has the experience and understands what they need to do to either get John out or, you know, keep the runs under 20.
Yeah, but the bowling of Joseph, who finished with 2 for 14 in 2 overs, I think that was really, really critical in turning things around. I think the way the Pacers was going, they was really running away with it. But these 2 overs were two really good overs. We picked up those 2 wickets, and as such, would have pushed them back a bit. Now having to get 20 in the last over.
Well, very interesting. Javel St. Paul, the captain Cyrus, has thrown the ball to St. Paul. We see the pace. St. Paul, we know, has a degree of pace. Is this the right move?
Well, it would be interesting to see. One thought the captain Cyrus would have come back and bowl last over, but we know St. Paul varies quite a bit and does have the tendency to overstep. So for this one, hit down to third man. Kem Charles on the boundary, and they're looking for 2. Opportunity missed.
Opportunity missed. A long way out, and I think the keeper himself might have been stunned to see that the ball was in his hands and they're still trying to steal 2. So definitely John will feel happy that he has gotten away.
We definitely need a few maximum in this over. That's 1 bounce as it hit straight down the long on. So that's another boundary. 123. So 14 needed from 4 deliveries. Ryan John is on 12. Chanel Reed is 57. And at 57 from 30 deliveries. John 12 from 7 deliveries.
Yeah, so far St. Paul doing well. Looking to vary his pace, looking to, you know, ask the batsman to reach for the deliveries. It's gotten good results so far.
Yeah, just going for 7 in 3 deliveries.
So possibility of a pacer win is still there. 3-6 is 18.
Yeah, St. Paul again. Looking to play the reverse sweep there and making no contact. Certainly with just 2 deliveries ago.
Well, 2 deliveries, super over.
13 to go. 2 sixes.
St. Paul will want to make sure that he stays behind in the pop increase.
Once again, wide signal.
$12 from 2. Needs needs to have clear mind here, Regis. What is needed? 2 sixes. He needs to think big.
Where does this one go? The mid-wicket fielder coming in and taking the catch. And Regis goes again looking for the maximum. That's the only choice he had really to try and clear the ropes. Was not able to do so, and really foresight coming in from the mid-wicket boundary. They taking a good catch.
That seemed to be Ruel Williams there. Ruel Williams coming in there and taking the catch. I think he did well in terms of getting to it. It had enough height. He had time to get underneath the ball, and he took it pretty low, but he kept his eyes on it all the way. And right now, I think this catch has certainly put the Saffron Strikers in the victor's seat.
Yeah, well, just with one delivery remaining, and they still need 12 runs. So unless something extraordinary happens, maybe a couple of wides that goes to the boundary. Saffron Strikers should come out victors in this game. 125 for 4. Again, we have seen things falling away, coming down to the back end. The bowling of Sheldon Joseph really would have helped turn the tide. And St. Paul here bowling a good over, just going for 8. That's foresight. Face. Final delivery.
Yes, so that's the end of the game. Saffron Strikers, they've done all that they needed to do. Brilliant 2 overs from Sheldon Joseph. I think this has turned the tide. Ruel Williams also gave a really decent over, and I think this is what really curtailed the momentum that the Cinnamon Pacers had. So kudos to Daryl Cyrus and the Saffron Strikers. They pull out a victory here today.
Yeah, and I think they must be happy the fact that they're able to get past this one. Yesterday, they had an opportunity at 88 and 5 overs really to get that 135 for victory, and it fell away. And today, they was able to keep their nerves. At one time, it really looked as if Cinnamon Pacers going to run away with that easily, but they have came back there. And as you said, through the bowling of Sheldon Joseph, in my view, who would have bowled 2 important overs to really keep it very, very tight. And now they have been able to pull back to be able to win this game by some 11 runs.
Yeah, really, really good going there. So just to give you a recap of the scores, Nkosi St. Hilaire, he went for 14 of 6 deliveries. Shondell Regis, he went 57 of 32 deliveries. Kieran Kotoy, 24 of 12 deliveries. Junior Henry, he only faced 1 delivery, didn't get a score. John not out on 13 from 8 deliveries. And Forsyth, 1 delivery, no score. Cinnamon Pacers 125 for 5, chasing a total of 136.
Just to quickly look at the bowling, we had Kem Charles, who opened the bowling, had some 1 for 32 in his 2 overs. We had Williams. He had none for 19 in 2 overs. Ruel Williams, 2 overs for 25. So his first overs was pretty expensive, but he came back and then bowled the second good over. Cyrus, none for 20 in his 1 over, and Sheldon Joseph, who in my view was the bowler of the match. He had 2 for 14 in 2 overs, and St. Paul just bowling 1 over for 8 runs. Really, that tells the story. Certainly with Joseph bowling his 2 overs and taking up 2 for 14.
Yeah, really, really outstanding performance from Joseph. More importantly, I think this has placed the Cinnamon Pacers from 2 games. They have 1 victory, 1 loss. Saffron Strikers from 2 games. They have 1 victory, 1 loss. So it's evenly poised between these two teams. They will be keenly looking on at the other games to see where, they would lie after the first day. I think the two new teams would be playing. The Bay Leaf Blasters, they're going to be coming up against the Nutmeg Warriors. That will be our second feature. They have not played as yet. This is only the second day. So they're going to be coming up, but a lot has happened here today, and the Cinnamon Pacers, they have a lot that they can look at in terms of their game. The Saffron Strikers, they have a lot that they can talk about, their strong points, what they did well, and so definitely they are well on their way in terms of assessing the tournament.
Yeah, Cinnamon Pacers did play well. I think it was really competitive. I think they just fell short, just by a few runs. But I don't think there's anything that they need to be, disheartened about. I think the big players didn't come off like Sitz and Nicosi Centley as they expected. But certainly they played well. They played 2 games, win 1, lost 1. But nothing that they should be looking down upon themselves. Played very well. So we have just seen the completion of the first game for today. Cinnamon Pacers versus Strikers. This time we are the man of the match. I don't know. We see who Kerry have on the ground with him. Just awaiting Kerry, but again, we do have another match coming up soon, probably in about the next 20 minutes or so. And that is expected to be another keen game. We will be seeing these two teams for the first time. As we await for the second match, we're probably going to take a break here. Probably we'll ask you to join us maybe in about the next 20 minutes as we prepare for the second game. We're just waiting to have that presentation. Don't seem to be. Yeah, we will have presentation coming up in a while. But again, more compliments for the ground staff, Ryan John. I think Rondell John. I think they did do another tremendous job on the pitch. I think there was no issue in terms of the pitch. I think it was good for batting. The bowlers bent their back. They was able to get something out of it. Well, I think Kerry is ready for us on the ground. So, Kerry, over to you. Still with just a little technical difficulty as we try
to the post-match ceremony for what has been an exciting cricket match. A match in which 261 runs were scored. Certainly an exhibition of great batting between the Saffron Strikers and the Cinnamon Pacers. First of all, we'd like to present the Player of the Match award, and that Player of the Match today is none other than Javel St. Paul for his 29 and keeping his cool composure in the final over to lead his team to victory. All right, Javel, 261 runs scored on the pitch there in the 20 overs. Certainly was a good day for batting.
Yes, it definitely was. We had a plan where we wanted like at least 115 to 120. And we got way above that, which was a plus. So we just held our composure and just played our natural game.
You're certainly the man with ice water running through your veins there in the final over 20 needed, which you're able to successfully defend for your team.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing, training in the nets or on a normal day-to-day basis. I do a lot of net bowling and dead bowling as well. So in situations like this, there's no pressure for me, really and truly. And as just the second game in the tournament, for us, as well, it's just really easy for us as the guys as we win our first one.
All right, well, Javel, congratulations to you and all the best to the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, man, thank you.
All right, so now we're going to have some word with the captain of the Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John. Ryan, another day where the batsmen in the match were able to enjoy themselves, 261 runs, certainly a lot of runs on this ground here, and it was a day you came on the bad end of it. What went wrong today for you?
I think we started not too good with the ball. Nevertheless, that is how cricket is played at times. The wicket is really good. It's batting friendly, as you mentioned earlier. But must give commendations to Saffron strikers. They really did play good cricket today.
You did mention that you did not start good with the ball, but you were able to pull it back. The confidence of your bowlers to respond to tough situations.
Yeah, definitely. That is how cricket is played. I mean, resilience is just saying is a pretty word for bouncing back after being put under pressure. And we did just that today, so grateful for it. And hopefully we could bounce back as soon as possible.
All right, with the ball now, you'd have seen with the bats, or you see another of your batters getting a 50-plus run score. Yesterday was Kieran Kotoy, St. Hilaire had a good score. Today it was a turn of Shondell Richards. Must be happy with the form of your top three at the moment.
Yes, of course. Everybody in our lineup is good quality players, so it's just a matter of backing their skills. I always tell my players to trust their skill, and hopefully it would pull off well after the end of the tournament.
All right, well, Ryan, all the best for this one, and we'll see you guys at the next match.
Thank you very much.
Now we're going to have some word with the captain of the victorious Saffron Strikers. Darrell, it was another tough day out there, but you guys end up on the right end of the result today.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really tight game. You know, I think it's a game that whichever team's bowl better will win the game at the end of the day.
Batting on a wicket like that, you see two games there where high runs was posted first. You're able to defend your score up front. Is it a different challenge playing on a wicket such as this year at Las Vegas?
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, I think it's the team that bowl better in both teams will win the game because really flat wicket.
In terms of your batsmen, we see that their batsmen through the innings is able to get some starts. I'm sure you'd hope that one of them can go on to make a big one, but overall you must be happy that multiple batsmen are able to contribute.
Yeah, definitely. I would love for someone to carry on and get a 50 or even 100 in this format. But at the end of the day, a lot of the batsmen are getting starts, so that's very important.
All right, Bronx back with a victory today. I'm sure you guys will be feeling much better ending the weekend with a win. So all the best to you guys for the rest of the tournament.
All right, man, thanks.
So that was the post-match ceremony. We heard from the various captains and the player of the match. An exciting match of cricket. So that was the end of match number 1. And pretty soon we're going to see two teams who were once finalists in this competition, the Bay Leaf Blasters and the Nutmeg Warriors. They will be making the entry into the tournament in a moment in time. St. Paul.